Welcome back to the Steady Show, everybody. I hope everybody alright. Steady voice, wagwan.
We're good over here.
Yeah, we're good over here. Enough people not good in Jamaica right now. And more on talk about a story in a steady voice. Yeah? So, 29-year-old gets 20 years for killing a 8-year-old. It came out in the Gleaner today. So, as the paper reads, the sentence was handed down on Dwayne Thomas in St. Catherine Circuit Court on May 14. When Thomas appeared before Justice Courtney Day, he was sentenced for the murder of Aaron Masters, then student of Davis Primary School in Old Harbour Glades, St. Catherine. Thomas will be eligible for parole after 10 years. He also received 10 years for wounding with intent, with sentences to run concurrently. The judge said that Thomas, having pleaded guilty, benefited 30% reduction on his sentence. A psychiatric evaluation has been ordered because the accused is believed to have schizophrenia. So we know schizophrenia is a serious mental issue. But what really are going on in Jamaica with the justice system, Steady Voice?
Well, we're giving away discounts on sentences. And to some people it makes a whole lot of sense. And to others it makes no sense at all.
You know, Moano, this story had come out in 2019, you know. And when it came out in 2019, we know that his lawyer requested that he be transferred to the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in Kingston to get the treatment. So, you know, people pay for them lawyer for do whatever them want to do. You understand what I say? But it kind of make you wonder if it was just a strategy that the lawyer plug in. Because when you think about it, it's only a madman could have really think about to kill a 8-year-old picnic and wound mother. So a stepdaddy do it. You understand me? So that was discussed in 2019, and right now we're seeing where that has come to play out in the case. Now, here's what I have a problem with. It said because he plead guilty, he benefited from reduced sentencing. So, what we are do, as you say, we are discount sentencing in a Jamaica.
That's literally what it is. So, they're saying that if you plead guilty at different points, if you plead guilty at different points,
Right.
you get a certain percentage off.
Right.
So if you plead guilty after the initial date but before the trial, then you get a certain percentage. If you plead guilty in the initial case, you get a certain percentage. So him get 30%.
So basically, them are trying to clear the backlog in the courts. So if a man decide to plead guilty, it no matter when do then, once him plead guilty, him a go get reduced sentencing. Him get 30%, and they can get up to what? 50%.
50% maximum reduction.
Somebody wrote an article about this some time ago, about the fact that this doesn't make sense. You saw that article, right?
I did. I did. But the good thing is that they were looking at both sides.
Okay.
So in the article, it was a Gleaner article. And KD Knight was one who said, you know what, this amendment to, I'm guessing, is the Jamaica sentencing guidelines, it makes sense to him. It makes sense because at least it guarantees the perpetrators, we're going to call them as we love to call them, it guarantees that they serve a minimum sentence.
So is this then also saying that we're not getting enough convictions in the courts?
Or reasonable convictions. That is something we need to question about our courts. Are we doing enough?
You know what I feel a way about? You see the big people them up St. Andrew, up at Jackson and Cherry Gardens and all of these big areas, and them make the laws of the country. Yeah? They are the ones making the laws for the people being affected on the ground. Now, with crime and violence being such a big situation, me just not see how the justice system is any kind of deterrent to crime and violence. I'm going to point out certain things. First of all, we now use DNA to be sure sometimes of who commit crime, right? Next thing, we now hang people, as them would have said. We now hang them, we now hang them.
And it's on the books, we're just not using it.
Precisely, right? Why are we afraid for hang or hang murderer at Jamaica? Me no know. And yet, for a small island, we have one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world. Let's continue. We have a justice system that heavily relies on unreliable witnesses. You know how that go already. Witness now come forward, because you know say if you can't talk certain things already, you know say for your life in a jeopardy. Some people in Jamaica that say your life in a jeopardy. The next thing again is, how is the justice system a deterrent to crime and violence? When people in a prison live their best life. How much video was to release from prison where prisoner drink Hennessy, wear Clarks, keep party, smoke weed, hang out in a name brand clothes? Something is definitely wrong with our justice system in Jamaica, and the authorities, they need to really start looking on it, because we're voting in a power, you know, for run the country good and for take care of the people them. Dancehall artists, convicted murderer in a prison, I release music. No for one not like hear about it in Jamaica. Comment on the comments with the foolishness. Now, how does all of this really culminate into an effective justice system? Is this saying that we have an effective justice system for what we're doing? Steady voice, what do you have to say about this? Yeah?
Well, all of what we just discussed, clearly the conclusion is no, and the government needs to also bear in mind that taking a dancehall artist and trying to make an example out of him is no justice when they're not doing the right thing in all cases.
We don't know what kind of attorney the family of the victim had representing them. Why the case culminated into this. There is some psychiatric situation that was happening there. But was this a known fact? Yeah? Or is this just an escape?
The test results of this perceived schizophrenia has not yet factored into this case. So the question is, when that factors in, what will be his sentence?
Like enough people in Jamaica, I don't feel like the justice system I work for it. It really not work, because right now it's like killing are the easiest thing to do in Jamaica. It look like enough people in Jamaica they kill before they eat.
Well, yeah, basically I said to them, listen, you get 50% off for this crime, you're going to commit one more.
Wow. So I don't see, how, yeah, I don't see, you understand me, how the justice system is working when the sentences are just not matching the crime. And people are killed and murdered every single day, and yet we keep seeing these light sentences look good in the country. It just look like a play where I play with the people them, where I kill people in Jamaica every day. We need to fix it because the justice system is seriously not a deterrent to crime and violence in Jamaica. What are you have any more thoughts on it, Steady Voice?
That's it.
Yeah, man. So these are our thoughts in Jamaica. Let us know in the comments what you really think about what go on in Jamaica and our justice system. But big up on yourself until next time. Remember to like and subscribe.